Hi there guys, this is my follow-up video to my previous video on how I reversed my diabetic situation and sustaining it. As I told you guys before, it's been more than 1.5 years since I reversed it and I was able to sustain until now. My A1C is currently 6.3, probably much less I believe based upon the current averages. I need to go check again, but it's probably below 6. But all this, I was able to do it. The secret of all these, the main ingredient is sustainment. In order to do a sustainment, you cannot do the way you've been doing before, right? So what do the diabetic people do on a regular basis? They check their sugar levels. Either they go to the doctor, which is the right way to do it, to get the A1Cs, but you can go to the doctor all the time, or you use your glucometer and you get a blood drop and just check it. But what's the problem with it? The problem with it is it gives you the sugar levels at that point in time, and that can actually be kind of dangerous, actually, if you ask me, because that does not tell you anything, but that can panic you depending upon what it shows, right? If it's high, you might think you're eating too much. Probably you would change that. If it's too low, you might eat something that you may even make things worse. So it does not tell you anything at that point, because depending upon if the sugar levels have been converted into your bloodstream or not, right? But that's the problem with the traditional way of checking, right? The only mantra I found out, this is what has worked for me, and this is a no-brainer to me, is continuous glucose monitoring, CGM. You can look it up. There are a lot of other devices, out there, but the one that I found is this Freestyle Libra, right? You can ask your doctor to prescribe. It comes with the reader and the scanners like this, right? So it's very simple. I mean, there are instructions. You can just put it on. Does it hurt? It's no different than the regular piercing that you do for getting your glucose levels. Is it discomfortable? I don't feel that much. Only when you're showering, you might feel that once in a while you rub against it, but otherwise no issues. How long does it need to stay? 14 days. I mean, depending upon how you want to do it, you can replace it, or take a break from that point. So basically what it does is it continuously sends the data. So even when you're not scanning, say for example, you woke up in the morning, 6 a.m. If you scan it, you get all the data since last 10 p.m. time frame until the 6 a.m. right? So when you are not watching, you would know exactly what's happening. How much sugar do you have in your bloodstream? You can clearly see that. That's actually game changing to me, because depending upon that, I can change my food habits, right? So again, it's a no-brainer if you are diabetic. I mean, the problem with the diabetic is that it doesn't hurt. It doesn't get into your way of your life. It doesn't show any signs of it to you anyway until it gets worse. But when it gets worse, it's too late for you to do anything at that point, right? So you don't want to get into that situation. It's good to have control on something that might jeopardize your life down the road, right? So if you're diabetic, go get it. It's no-brainer.